Hello. Hi there. Good night or good morning for some. What is up in the Raven, Irma, Bellhound, Equinox, Joe, Bellhound? Wait, already you were up there. Never mind. Hello. Hey. What's up, hey cat? Yo. That's serious. Am I raising you? Post Christmas million different. Only my dear raises me, sorry, that's valid. That's valid, true, and real.
Okay, enough. Anyway, hello everyone. I took some medicine. Just 1 second. Thank you for subscribing, Bellhound. I left the config zone to stream. Yes, I am so brave. Thank you. Thank you for recognizing my bravery. I almost canceled, but then I was like, no man, this Oblivion is long. I need to read like at least a little tonight. Gonna do homework, yeah, exactly. Forgot to do your gunsmoke. Imagine doing gunsmoke. Couldn't be me. I forgot my eye drops actually, so let me go get that real quick. Otherwise I will die. Alright, I'm back. But yeah, my throat is still funny. But we're gonna try our best to push through. At least for a few notes, because also I don't wanna finish too late today, so I can start early tomorrow again. Our beloved Gunsmoke. Yes, absolutely. Just read silently and make a few cute noises will make do. I feel fine, it's just... It's annoying mostly. Hello, Lamp. Morning, am I late? No, literally just started, so... You're fine. You're okay. You're alright. Just had a persistent cough myself, it sucks. It's the worst. Yo, I just got an orange pool ticket from the free thing is on the shop. Yippee! Boundary push. Merry Christmas, Duskblight. How was your Christmas, guys? While I go collecting my things. You are Clucky for Christmas? Let's go. The magic of technology to put Kuruk on the television for all families to enjoy. Yes. Was nice. How was yours? You know, just quiet. We just stayed home. We ordered some food. I was forced to shovel food into my mouth because no one else would eat the last of the food we ordered. Spent Christmas lying in bed being devastated by a random bout of fruit. No! Man, that sucks. To write Christmas dinner while teaching my cousins how to bet on horse girls. What? I got it with the sister and niece. Ah, that's nice. I didn't have my Christmas dinner that I usually do because the person that organizes it got sick. So we were just at home. Dum, 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 dum. Ate pork and ham and rice. Damn, nice. I'm not on voice because right now I sound like a 70-year-old habitual smoker. Damn! That is a voice to imagine. Howdy, Suni. news. I'm watching VTubers, watching Ayamujika. You mean like you're watching VTubers while you watch Abemuji, or you're watching VTubers react to Abemuji? Two completely different experiences. Parents got a bug and didn't tell me they were going to eat until I got there for Christmas. Oh no! Truly unlucky. VTubers react, basically. That's so funny. That is so funny. Ooh. Don't curse my gacha log. I still need to get Ross gun. Anyway. We're just doing my supply mode runs. It's cut score, so it works in reverse. I see how it is. I did use my log for the year. For next year too, probably. But shall we? Shall we jump into it? Because I said I don't wanna finish too late. So let's go. Even if we only do a little today, you know, I still want to make some progress at the very least. But first, the most important part. Yo, look who's here. Look at this walking spoiler. Would you like something to drink? I have no particular preferences. Mint chocolate. Interesting that she would like this. I have faith in your decision. The radio you sent her there, yeah. The radio just were like, oh yes, of course. Oh no, I have double thingies. The cake. Water, coffee, the cake, and the other cake. Water, coffee. And you, what do you want? Oh, they have chalky milk also. Interesting. Why the grain 2 looks like collapsed fluid? Don't ask questions. Some of these coffee drinks are sauce and some of these are war crimes in liquid forms. She looked like AK-15 from DeFi. Oh, wait. Man, she really does. What a coincidence, right? Hey, PCU. 15-liter chocolate tea before atomizing a Paladeus base. Real, honestly. Who doesn't? You guys know too much. Yes, Irma, you do that. Hey, Beplay! A crispy Ovaltine, the fuck is that? Strawberry milk. Strawberry cake. My man just wants green tea. Just plain old green tea. Surprised there is no boba, real. Maybe they'll show up later. The cat cafe minigame is so good. Oh no, it's Sharkry. Would you call many of these drinks coffee? Honestly, I'm not sure. I don't think so. Like some of these look really good, and some look really... Yes. Learning making a drink of some milk on top with sliced cheese. What? I love my orange milk coffee on ice. Oh hey Klukai, what abomination are you having? People just coming for plain old green tea. Like, okay. Water, coffee. Alright, and what do you want? Green tea with mint and ice? Okay, sure. Bro really likes green tea. It's Lena! Baked cheese milk. Baked cheese milk. Okay. Sure. I'm not gonna ask questions. In defiance of God and everything holy, you have put a slice of cheese on top of your milk. The cheese naked on top. That's what she wanted, man. What do you want me to do? What abomination do you want? Salted Thai cheese tea. Salted Thai cheese tea. Salted Thai cheese tea. Can we drop her off in the black zone and never come back? Damn, there's more people asking for the cheese drink. Another one. Okay, now what do you want? Green tea, milk, and cheese. Okay, sure. Back in my day, kids had smoothies and milkshakes. Tell me about it. Tea and cheese. Mighty Miracle. We need a manager cat. Kamen Cutter. I love that. Mascot cat, okay. Foxy. Oh, and I can have another greeter cat. I can have 3. Bachan. I changed the one here also. Never mind. I have no more cat points or whatever. Yippee! Okay, what do you want? Did I get... Oh, I did get new kitties. Anyway, not gonna... Alright, let's try this one and then we read. Lena's cheese shenanigans and anarchy prompted me to order cheese from my supermarket. Not gonna be putting me in my modern coffee tuxedo. Now you're thinking about it, just dropping a block of cheddar in your black coffee. I don't know about that. Alright, let's see how much more can I do now that I have the double thingies. Strawberry milk. This minigame is so good. On a tiramisu. Logged in. No, not the cheese one. Okay, not bad. Millions must cheese. No, please. Anything but that. Anyway. Are we ready? Are we ready to continue? Last time, the 1 million cheese plan from Torres. When we have the Valhalla collab again and be mixing drinks and changing lives? Excellent question. I would love for Frontline 2 to have a Valhalla collab. On, I guess it will be a Nirvana collab. If Nirvana ever comes out. Casually shredding cheese into someone's ice cup. Baked cheese milk actually exists IRL, but it's actually oven baked and it looks like a cake. Ah! Anyway, last time we stopped spitting bass from crashing into something and exploding and killing a bunch of children inside. Let's see where we go from there. Multiple pile-up 2. A father's reserve and tact can be so easily ripped away when the safety of his children is at stake. Jill Valhalla had a collab in another game and the VA is Silent Suzuka. What? Yeah, how will be easy to do. Always just keep cooking a whole bottle of absolute vodka and tell her to go wild on it. Yes, it is true. That's how it happened the first time. I feel like haven't I already done this stage? Just let me check. Suddenly I'm like, I'm on my account, right? Yes, I am. Okay. I guess it's just reuse map. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Look at that guy go. Gotta wait for the enemies to appear. Just a turret. Yeah, I love that. Actually, Lena, come and stand here. And yeah, exactly, do that. And then she appears in the completion screen, because of course she does. Alright, this one should be a new one. Clues Resurgent. At the edge of chaos, reason becomes the light that illuminates the darkness. Lena be like, I am the storm. She is, she truly is. And we love her for that. Just die, all of you. There we go. The way it pans up to the carriers get me every time. It's perfect. They're perfect. Here we go. A few days later. After confirming that her location is secure, Kalina connects to the comms. The dolls appear on screen. Miss Kalin, long time no see. Long time? You've been away from Odessa for barely half a month. But it feels like forever. I miss you. You're just happy following Liv around. You've probably forgotten all about me. No, I haven't. Alright, I'll stop teasing. With the emergency response efforts in the past few days, the chaos in Odessa has mostly subsided. I just received word that the Oblast security risk level has officially returned to the safe range. Good work, everyone. Meditashi. That's something to celebrate. But honestly, you don't even need to say it. The UR group already rushed out a special feature on Odessa News. Information sure reaches Rurik fast, huh? Not just fast, but accurately to boot. If he can arrange media coverage so quickly, it means he got the news much earlier. That's not something a regular legislator could pull off. Someone's feeding him information. It's gotta be him! That major with the bureaucrats stink all over him. His attitude is a bit strange for an informant of Rurik's. What is strange about it? Every time we make a move, Rurik knows right away. There were things that only he, and Zimmerman knew about. But according to you, Zimmerman is supposed to be Rurik's rival, right? It wouldn't make sense for him to leak info to his competition, no? I'm guessing what Robella means is that with Major Fetch's rank and ability, he could have gone much harder if he wanted to. Exactly. The automaton malfunction aside, we've had allegations mounted against us multiple times. Fedja's Special Security Administration was always leading the investigation. If he truly wanted the non-military forces administration out of the picture, he could have easily manufactured more damning evidence. But he has been obstructing us in other ways. Those illegal armed droids were released too easily. That's not something a small security department could pull off. And when we were mislabeled as suspects, wasn't it he who kept stalling and delaying the process? Besides, the GR group's been running Odessa for years. I don't believe they kept their hands that clean all this time. I know. Maybe he's conflicted? I really don't think someone from Odessa would hesitate to side with Gerard. The protesters who took to the streets all calmed down and went back to their lives once the crisis ended and the compensation rolled in. But maybe it's because he's from Odessa that he's conflicted. You think so? Based on my past interactions with the Major, I must say I've come to the same conclusion as Robella. Major Fedja doesn't hold an entirely hostile attitude toward us. However, he is most definitely the one feeding intel to the UR group. For now, we should remain on our guard. Apart from that, there's something else that's been bothering me lately. There's more? Yes. Honestly, I was surprised too. While sorting through personnel recently reassigned to us, I found that their alien infection rate has gone up. If they're PMC operators, maybe it's because of the recent missions involving contamination zones? No, the personnel from the Railway Corps too. Is the data reliable? Could it be a screening error? We can't verify it yet. After the raw automatons went rogue, most functioning checkpoints were damaged, So inspections, record keeping, and tracking all shifted to manual processing. It hasn't been easy to trace. Then what do you want to do next, Kalin? On one hand, the data's reliability is uncertain. On the other, if we announce this prematurely, Odessa might fall back into chaos just as it's recovering. After discussing the matter, the Oblast government had decided to isolate and treat all confirmed elite patients at a single facility in OD-07, the coastal satellite city. Huh. Liva, I want you to lead the adults there to investigate. Mayor Fedja will accompany you. That arrangement wasn't your idea, was it? No. But refusing wasn't an option. Still, maybe this could be a chance to make Mayor Fedja finally choose a side. Let's hope so. We'll depart tomorrow. Alright, I'm counting on you. What is it? Now that the rest's over, I need to resume my own assignment. I won't be joining your investigation. We're splitting up again already? Alva, you'd better keep in touch. I might have to change my comms ID frequently. She's so sad. Don't make it hard for her. Wait for her to do the same thing, don't we? But we at least have internal channels. Once things settle down, I'll give you my new number. Great! Then you take her too, Alva. Say hi to the others for me. Alright. You all be careful out there. Don't you worry, we will. Sayonara, Alva. See you in 2 or 3 months. Ugh, I'm so scared. I don't want it to be too soon because Ro is torturing me. Speaking of, do I have enough for another 10 pool? Because I don't have her gun. So also, let me finish leveling her up. Get her to 60. There we go. Yippee! Let me grab these things now. Return to loading 10 years, she did. V6 Robella? Damn! Congratulations. I'm not gonna ask how much did that cost, but congratulations. I will never not find it funny that Ro will just yell at people to death. She's just that strong, man. It cost all my Doritos. Oh no, not the Doritos. Okay, do I have enough pulls for your gun? I do. I still no gun. This is how you treat me, Ro. After all I did for you. I feel like I should probably just change all my Doritos to, you know what? Fuck it. Unbelievable. They should come soon though, okay. God damn. We're almost there. Alright, story. Second spread. Conditions in the holding area are far worse than imagined. Where are we? The jeep drives across the sea bridge. Sitting in the back seat, Sopo leans her head against the open window, happily letting the ocean breeze hit her face. She's just making noises. Sopo, get back inside. You'll cause an accident. I can't hear you. She's so cute. It's rare we get to cross the sea. Let her have her fun. I'm keeping an eye on the road. With that, Leva smoothly changes lanes, bringing the vehicle closer to the ocean's edge. OD07 isn't just near the sea, it's an island, huh? It's not common to build a satellite city on one. Is there something special about it? You could say it's lucky. It used to be just a small island near Odessa, but once they discovered phosphate mines, it started to grow. According to the data, offshore oil fields were later found nearby too, attracting more investors and job seekers. Cargo ships, transport planes, and trucks travel between OD07 and the other satellite cities every day. Kinda reminds me of the bridge we have here. Except this one here doesn't go up, I think. Kinda does a little. I've heard that many of Odessa's supplies come straight from OD07's factories. Even that coffee machine that exploded in Mayor Fedja's office came from here. No wonder they built a sea bridge directly connecting it to Odessa's suburbs. Yeah, with the Odessa Bay Bridge, transport costs dropped significantly. Now, without it, the only route to Odessa will be by air. And thanks to the bridge, job seekers no longer have to live on OD07 itself. Many locals even moved to more comfortable satellite cities after getting generous relocation compensation from the developers. Living space shrank, industrial space expanded. So the island's covered in factories now? Pretty much. Most of OD07 is taken up by factories, mining sites, and warehouses. 2 years ago, they even did a land reclamation project that expanded usable space by 30%. Wow, a mega industrial hub! Indeed. To ensure a sufficient energy supply that can sustain the city's development and livelihood, the Oblast government built the Selene Solar Tidal Hybrid Smart Power Plant here. That is a name! Rumor has it they've even been researching new energy sources, and one of their key topics is collapse radiation. Collapse radiation? That's a dangerous field. Dangerous, yes. But if it succeeds, Odessa's economy will take another leap forward.
The Oblast government will also gain more influence within the URNC. Odessa's getting too radical. Aren't the locals scared?
Insert the sticker of Griffin saying, I think I'm not being radical enough.
If their immediate interests aren't hurt, it's hard for them to care. Before the unrest, they all enjoyed the convenient lifestyle brought to them by Gerard, didn't they? And now that the unrest is over, they'll soon forget it ever happened. Legislator ROOOOOOOO knows this perfectly well. See how he's been busy showing off his sense of responsibility and deep pockets lately to repair his reputation. Gerard's compensation payments to the residents far exceed standard rates, too. But if ODE-07 is an industrial city like Robella said, why relocate the patients here? Does it even have that many hospitals? We'll find out soon enough. The receptions team's waiting for us at the end of the bridge. We'll ask when we get there. Something tells me ODE-07 is worse off than we think. Robella leans against the window and watches as hospital ships glide slowly over the sea. Once you reach the other shore, the dolls see the reception team already reporting to Mayor Fedja. Oh dear. The mayor looks even more glum than usual. Come on, let's listen in. The dolls approach. Fedja doesn't stop them. How could it have gotten this bad? Didn't the safety screen for returning personnel catch this? We only received the order to admit the patients. Doctors have come from every satellite city, including medical inspectors. They all said the returnees from the yellow zones underwent proper radiation decontamination and health checks according to the regulations.
I know.
Their vitals were all normal at the time. But most of them fell ill a week later. And 25% of them are showing elite progression faster than the average rate. Is that common? Not at all. The only large-scale delay onset occurred during an extreme weather anomaly. After that, all white zones and key green zone sectors were covered with collapsed radiation filtration grids. Rapid aerial acceleration is usually rare. The number of patients you're reporting already exceeds the total number of reassigned personnel. Has there been secondary spread? Yes. After returning to the green zones, many of them joined the external support units sent to quell unrest. They move frequently between cities. And with recent automaton failures lowering the number of working detection systems, by the time their symptoms appeared, the secondary spread had already happened. Oh no! Do you have a projection or treatment plan? More or less, yes. The reception staff projects a set of calculations for everyone to see. I see. Please wait a moment. Saying that, Fedja steps away and opens a comms channel. He's reporting this? Don't tell me he's calling that. I thought he'd do it that blatantly. He's probably just talking to his superior. Might as well contact our own superior as well. Got it. Don't worry. Liva ends the call just as Fedja returns. Liva, I just received instructions from my superiors. Personnel from the SSA will be dispatched to other satellite cities to conduct a full inspection of those recently returned from the yellow zones. You and your team will assist the local authorities maintaining order here in ODE-07 for the time being. At present, all patients are arriving in ODE-07's emergency treatment centers via air and sea routes, then via ground transport. You just need to assist the staff at those centers. I'm leaving this place to you then. Keep me in contact. Mayor Fedja gives each of the dolls a somber look, then calls his subordinates and departs quickly. He's leaving just like that? Isn't he gonna keep an eye on us? The situation doesn't allow it, but that's a good thing. We can now act without restrictions. Everyone, we also have orders from Kalim to head to the treatment center immediately. Provide necessary assistance and investigate. Investigate what? I don't know, because the game will not let me read. Load limit. Oh fuck. I was like, damn, there's still a shit ton to go. Alright. Let's keep going. We're speedrunning. Since I'll probably just go for like another hour or something like that tonight. Short stream. Just some, trying to make some progress. Tomorrow we do more. Anyway, let's go. Load limit. Redundant orders have accelerated the collapse of the system. Brrr. Guided by the staff, Liva and her team arrive at one of ODE-07's emergency treatment centers. It's a vacant warehouse, hastily converted into a medical facility. Medical personnel hurry in and out, triaging the newly arrived patients according to the stage of their illness and leading them to different sections. No wonder they picked ODE-07. An island is naturally isolated, and warehouses are risky to convert. Judging from their uniforms, most of them are PMC members or troops of the Railway Corps. But soon they might all... We can worry about that later. For now, let's help out. Sopo, Lena, you two assist the medics with patient intake. Robella, you're with me. We're heading over there. Leah points toward what looks like a reception counter, which is essentially a makeshift table made by stacking several supply boxes together. It is covered with electronic devices. Behind the counter, a lone nurse is frantically tapping away at a terminal while being surrounded by impatient patients. Look like it's time for our technical skills to shine. What's going on? The system just told me to come get my meds, and now you say it's not my turn? Oh, 1 moment, please. The system... have you found out my discharge time? I'm so dizzy I can't remain standing for much longer. The system is running the search, but it's going to take a while. How long is this going to take? The patients crowd closer, pressing the poor nurse as she taps at the screen in panic. You're just clicking at random. You'll make the malfunction worse. Robella stops the nurse's fumbling hands and begins inspecting the terminal. Hey, what's a doll doing meddling here? Show off! Liva catches the PMC's member's hand before he can touch Robella. Sheesh! And who are you supposed to be? Don't get in the way. Oh, I agree completely. You're absolutely right. The non-military forces administration sent us here just to cause trouble, after all. This fucker, I love her so much. With her other hand, Liva flashes her ID. Nonfa's insignia gleams prominently at the top of the badge. Nonfa? I didn't say anything. Oh? Then I must misheard. Now, will you mind stepping aside? Levi effortlessly sends a restless PMC member away and circles behind the counter. Oh dear, the system is basically paralyzed. Ma'am, is this medical backend system also developed by the GRI group? I'm not really sure. It's what we've been using since I started working here. Look like we'll have to access level 2 and take a look. Robella, let's get to work. Hello? Hello? Do you read me? Alright, comms are clear. Time to start eliminating the system defense units. Alright, let's go canon. Where my row at? Actually, Lena is there too, so... But she's not... I guess she didn't log in. I still can't believe she does Kamen Rider poses. I love her so much. Hey, June. Since it came out of autoplay in forever. Understandable. Oh yeah. After a brief check, both Liva and Robella sigh in relief. Good thing it's not the same kind of bug that affected GR's automatons before. That would have been a nightmare. Right. Looks like the overload came from too many simultaneous operations exceeding capacity. Then let's finish this in one go. Vaccine. A chance meeting tears away the veil of lies. Damn, okay. Okay. But yeah, I try to actually play this game for when I'm when I'm streaming. So, you know, I have something to do. How dare you? Damn. Look at them with the W on top. Nerds. Now just this guy here. They fixed the malfunction at exit level 2. Try it now. The system should be stable again. Sparing no time for words, the nurse dives right back into her work. The PMC member who was causing trouble earlier returned as the dolls finish up. Robella, Liva, we just finished serving the new batch of patients. Lena and Seba push through the crowd. Following Leva and Robella, the four gather around a screen. Vaccination records? This is data we sorted out while fixing the system malfunction. And why are you looking at that? Since the returning personnel's routine checks upon entering the green zones didn't show anything unusual, then there are two likely scenarios if they still got sick later. First, they skipped the required vaccination before being deployed to contamination zones or purification zones, leaving them unprotected against an infection. They returned during the incubation period and fell ill afterward. Second, they did get vaccinated as required, didn't get infected during deployment, but later came into contact with an infection source after returning to the green zones. Wait, sorry, I was dissociating. What you were saying? Okay. Sopa nods gravely. Let's hope it's not the latter. Those people are spread across every city in Odessa. If they got infected within the green or even the white zones, Odessa's in real danger. GP, Elliot is spreading within the city. What could possibly go wrong? The doctors probably realized that too. That's why they compiled the patient's vaccination records for the past year. I see. So, did the records show anything unusual? Yes and no. What's that supposed to mean? Me in every Frontline stream ever. Robella, explain it to them. I'll go ask the doctor something. Liva walks toward the control station not far away. The PMCs that return from temporary deployment are all officially registered with NONFA and receive regular health checks. And the Railway Corps, even in decline, are still part of the URNC military, so most of them did receive standard vaccinations. Those who didn't, ironically, are mostly civilians who got caught up in the chaos, but they're few. Kalin did say that the white and green zones have regular safety inspections, right? Vaccination records are part of those. Then what did Liva mean by yes and no? We found that the vaccine manufacturers and batch numbers differ widely among the patients. We don't know if that had any effect. So we consider a third possibility. These people were vaccinated, but the vaccines didn't provide effective protection. I see. So that's why Liva went to consult the doctors. Ah, she's back. What did the doctor say? According to them, because Odessa covers such a large area and has many neighboring purification zones, the government established multiple authorized island vaccination sites. Each site is allowed to select approved pharmaceutical manufacturers from a government list and purchase vaccine within regulated price ranges to provide local inoculations. Okay, sounds normal so far. But those manufacturers were all licensed by the Oblast government. If the vaccines didn't work, wouldn't there still be quality checks on the vaccines before they're shipped out? Yes, but given the massive production volume, the government can only do random inspections. Classic. So there's a chance the vaccines did not meet production standards? Exactly. The problem is, with so many different companies and production lines, pinpointing the faulty batch is extremely difficult. And according to the staff we met earlier, some patients' disease progression doesn't match typical cases. Meaning we can't backtrack infection timing from symptoms. Nor can we precisely identify vaccination dates. We can only define a rough range at best. Then what do we do now? Honestly, I don't have a more efficient plan. For now, we'll sort the data, group them by illness stage, and start eliminating possibilities one by one. That sounds like a real chore. Is there really no other way? I wish there were. Before that though, I want to pay someone a visit. Oh? You've got a contact here in OD07, Robella? You all know him. What? She rings up an interface and pulls up a medical record. Liva glances at it and lets out a soft whistle as she recognizes the patient's name. Isn't this Mr. Pavel? He's sick too? Let me just hear the little whistle. That's like such a high-pitched, tiny whistle. According to the records, he was brought in the day before yesterday. He is currently in Ward E of this emergency treatment center. That's where they house patients in relatively good condition. Maybe we can get more information from him. And I'd like to check up on him as well. Let's go see him. The dolls follow the directions to Ward E and find Pavel leaning against a temporary reception desk. He isn't wearing a hospital gown, just an old but clean jacket. Nurse, could you check again? Have my wife's and daughter's test results come out yet? It takes time to process test reports. Asking 10 times a day won't speed it up. But my own results come out really fast last time. My youngest daughter is still little. If there's anything wrong with her, she needs treatment right away. Medical resources are tight right now. Once the results are ready, the system will automatically send them to you and your wife. Please be patient. Seeing that Pavel is about to argue further, Liva steps forward and pats him on the shoulder. The wounded from the Girard automaton incident still haven't recovered. And now the alien outbreak hits. It's natural for the hospital to be overwhelmed. Don't make things harder for the nurse. Miss Robella, Miss Liva, and the other doll ladies? What brings you here? We received orders to assist the local authorities. And when we found out you were admitted, we came to check on you. And to get a better sense of the situation. Sure, no problem. Actually, I've got something... He got something... Something he wants to say, I guess? Tell us? The dolls follow Pavel to a bench by the corridor. As soon as they sit down, he starts rambling. You tell me, ladies, how did I come back just to run into this mess? My team and I cooperated fully with the PSA, and a few days later, every one of us fell ill. That's suspicious. And your family? I barely got home before we had to run all over with the relief teams. My wife and kids haven't shown any symptoms yet. Just waiting for the test results. That's good. They'll be fine. This homecoming's been a disaster. Pavel rubs his head in frustration. The Yellowstone mission got suspended, so my pay's gone down the drain. I thought I'd use the break to visit my family, but I barely got to see them. And now I might have even infected them. Luckily, those garbage droids in the satellite town they're living in have stopped acting up. Otherwise, there's no way I'd have left them behind to come and stay here at the hospital myself. You say you have something to report. What is it? Top that for real. Hey, Hakuya. Oh, Miss Liva, look. When we were tested before entering the green zone, we were all perfectly healthy. But once we came back, we all got sick. What does that tell you? It means there's something wrong in Odessa. Someone's got to investigate. And? And? What do you mean by and? Isn't that serious enough? It is rather serious. How are you feeling now? It's me, I'm wrong in Odessa. It is true, it is Irma. He's talking this much, he's clearly fine. I'm alright. My symptoms aren't bad. The first couple of days were rough, but I'm much better now. Some of my colleagues still can't even stand though. When it gets bad, people go crazy. Let me tell you, Miss Robella, back when I was in the Yellow Zone... Before you went to the Yellow Zone, did you get vaccinated? Seeing Pavel about to go off on a tangent again, Liva quickly cuts in. Of course I did. On a schedule? More or less. More or less? Well, you know, in the Yellow Zone, missions sometimes have tight deadlines. So I might have gotten my job a few days late. But that isn't a common occurrence, I swear. But according to your vaccination record, you got every dose on time. Oh, well, you get fine if you're late. As long as it's just a short delay, it doesn't cause issues. As for the records, you can fudge them a little. I see. Then do you know which manufacturer made the vaccine you received? What? Which manufacturer? The usually chatty Pavel grows hesitant under Liva's calm questioning. His eyes darting nervously. He is so bad at lying. Just then, one of Pavel's co-workers happens to walk by. Yo, Pavel, chatting again? You been bragging about your old army stories to dolls now? Watch your mouth. These ladies are from Nonfa. They even saved my daughter before. I do like him a lot though. Don't mind him, Miss Liva. He was with another support squad, so he hasn't met you all before. It's fine. We weren't finished talking about the vaccine. Vaccine? The co-worker's expression stiffens for an instant before he slaps his forehead theatrically. Oh, dang, I nearly forgot. Pavel, there was just a message. Online meeting, ASAP. I came to get you. Aha! Ladies, our boss has no patience. Pavel and I really gotta hurry. If you got questions, we can talk later, alright? Alright, we'll grab enough for now. Thank you both for your cooperation. Then we'll be off. Thanks again for stopping by. Once I'm discharged, please come visit us at our place. We'll see about that. Miss Robella, my wife and I are truly grateful. Thank you for saving Alina. This is probably a case of just same name for obvious reasons, but wasn't Alina the name they used for one of the Nidos in Frontline 1? The white Nido, right? Yeah. Don't mention it. Pavel nods and leaves with his coworker. The dolls watch their backs disappear down the corridor. He sure can talk, but he didn't actually tell us anything useful. He wasn't telling the truth. Didn't you see his coworker's reaction? They're definitely hiding something about the vaccine. We'll have to find another way to make him talk.
Wait, let me hear this. Let me hear the voice line again, because the way her voice just goes down kills me. I am weak. I'm sorry, guys. I love her so much. Liva's face hardens as she looks toward the direction Pavel went. Understanding her intent, Robella steps in front of her. I'll handle it. Oh? I'd say I'm the better interrogator here. You're too soft, Robella. I won't be. I'll find another chance to talk to him myself. There's something else I need to confirm with him too. To be honest, it's like I agree with Liva that she is like a better interrogator overall. But with Pavel specifically, I do feel like Robella will work better. Because he's not like a bad guy. It's not like he's hiding stuff out of malicious intent. And Royce has a more human approach due to being a proper Gen 3 doll now. So I feel it will be easier for her to empathize with him and actually get him to talk. Levi's bad cop, Robella's good cop? Yeah, basically. We don't need to pull his teeth out for answers, exactly. Rogue will pull the child car on his ass and he will crumple. Uh-huh. Rogue will make you binge every single season of Kamen Rider until you decide to talk. Don't threaten me with a good time. The two lock eyes for a moment until Liva finally shrugs and smiles again. Alright. Rare to see you this motivated. But tonight is all you've got. We don't have much time left. Just 1 second. What do you want? What do you want? Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Down you go. Next note is very good. Ooh, can't wait. It might be the last we do, or maybe 2 more, depending on how long this next one is.
because I am already starting to suffer. Tomorrow I do plan on doing more though. Ripples of truth. Ow! 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 Okay, actually, before we jump into this, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go feed the beasts. So BRB.
Alright, I am returned. I took the chance to go to the bathroom also, so it took me a while longer. But here we are. Let's do this node. Depending on how long it is, maybe we'll do one more. And then we'll call it a day for today. Let's go! Let me read this again. Ripples of truth. The light of humanity pierces the fog of lies and illuminates the path of salvation. Damn, okay. That is a name. Yeah, I thought the last criaturas got you. No, they're... I survived. Robella leads Pavel into a small room, tucked away in a corner. The sign on the door reads consultation room. Mr. Robella, you're too kind. You knew I was worried sick about my family and even pulled some strings to expedite the test results. Knowing they're fine really puts my mind at ease. Damn, she went far for that information. I really should thank your doctor friend properly. He's in here, right? Uh-huh. Where is he? Or was she just lying? Hey, Merry Christmas! The door opens. Pavel stares at the empty room in confusion. Robella closes the door and plants herself in front of it. I'm sorry, Mr. Pavel. Miss Robella, what's this about? I brought you here to continue our talk from earlier. About the vaccine. Told you everything I can. We've already secured this room. Here, I'd like you to tell me what you couldn't say before. Your information is very important. Seeing the earnest look on Robella's face, Pavel seems torn. Miss Robella, you see my family. I don't want to lie to you, but my whole household depends on this job. I can't afford to lose it. I understand your concern, but perhaps after you meet my friend, your concerns will be alleviated. Your friend? Yes, please wait a moment. Robella walks to the desk, switches on the display terminal, and enters a communication code. Pavel glances at Robella's back, then at the unguarded door. In the end, he decides to stay put. The call connects. It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Pavel. I didn't expect I was so well known. Please, have a seat first. Pavel sits down on the chair. You're the head of the Non-Military Force Administration's Oversight Office here in Odessa, responsible for monitoring PMCs. Of course we know who you are. I see. There's no need to be nervous. Robella and Liva are both trusted subordinates of mine, and my most loyal friends. I ask you here today simply because we want to understand what's been happening with all this PMC personnel falling ill after the callback. The support mobilization was jointly initiated by the Non-Military Force Administration and the Odessa Oblast government. Naturally, we're responsible for both the recalled personnel and the safety of Odessa. Yes, of course. So, the investigation will be handled entirely by the Non-Military Force Administration, and all information will be consolidated through us.
Individuals and organizations providing intelligence will become cooperative partners of NAFA and will ensure their protection. Pavel looks helplessly toward Robella. What Kalina means is, we'll guarantee your personal safety, keep your identity confidential, and, if necessary, help you find better work. Really? Please, trust me. Pavel licks his lips, then stills himself. Actually, it's no big secret. All of us in the small PMCs know about it. The vaccines, the ones supplied to the vaccination sites, they're not all from the Oblast-approved manufacturers. The official vaccines are too expensive, and the supply is limited. It's hard to even get an appointment. There are long queues, and all the available slots get taken by those big-shot travelers who just pass through the contamination zones. People like us never even get a chance. For those of us going to the yellow zones who want to return, or for the poor folk in the green zones who want to stay, we have to show vaccination records and prove we're healthy. If we catch Elite, best case, we end up here under Oblast quarantine. Worst case, we lose everything, maybe even die, and then get expelled from the green zones under the excuse of infection control. Damn, that's harsh. But if it's only for the vaccination record, that's simple. A little work goes a long way. After all, we do go to places like the yellow zones, sometimes on long-term assignments that exceed the vaccination cycle. It's not like you can get proper vaccines in the contamination zones. So in those cases, the company gets a special authorization to purchase vaccines ahead of time and gives them to us for self-injection. Where there's demand, there's a market. And that's how this kind of cheap vaccine came about. Sold specifically to private PMCs and the poorer citizens of the green zones. And these vaccines can still be officially registered in the system? Where do you suppose those vaccines come from? Underground brokers? That's only one of the sales channels. Most of these vaccines come from the Yellow Zone's medical resource backflow, either leftovers or defective batches straight off the production line. The fact that they even make it back instead of being destroyed means someone's covering the tracks. For the people who can wipe evidence like that, falsifying vaccination records is nothing. So you're saying a lot of small PMCs are using these cheap vaccines? Yeah. They mix cheap and officially approved those doses together to cut costs. We don't go to high-risk areas anyway. With proper protective suits, it's not that easy to get infected. A few unlucky ones in the yellow zones. That's normal. No one cares as long as no one dies. Besides, this is just my personal guess, but even the railway corps units in the purification zones aren't necessarily using anything better than us. But they're officially RNC troops. Miss Robella, you're a doll. Maybe you don't get how humans think. But Miss Kalina, you understand, don't you? They're leftover hardliner units from the Neo-Soviet Union. You think they get good treatment? It's just forced labor under a new name. Damn. The more times I pass through the purification zones, the more I feel for those soldiers who have always protected Odessa, protected the cities behind them, past and present. They just once chose the wrong method, stood on the wrong side. But now, the people of Odessa have forgotten both the flames of war and those soldiers who fought in it. Sometimes I wonder, if war broke out again, would anyone still volunteer to fight? You go to the front, maybe die, and you might get disposed of for some stupid reason even if you live. Might as well stay home. That's just me rambling. Don't take it to heart. For a civilian like me, peace is always best. Whatever those bigwigs are planning, I just want to live my days in peace. I've told you everything I know. That's very helpful information. Thank you for cooperating. It's nothing. But please, don't ever let my name out. I didn't study much. The white zones will never be within my reach. And with dolls taking all kinds of jobs now, it's hard enough for us humans to find decent work in the green zones. You have my word. There's one more thing I'd like to confirm with you. What is it? Go ahead and ask. Relieved after the confession, Pavel casually slouches back in his chair and bounces his leg. It's about your military service. Why that reaction? You seem rather reluctant to talk about it. At first, I thought you simply didn't want to revisit the past. But from what your coworker said, I might have misunderstood. Yo, Pavel, chatting again? Doing bragging about your old army stories to those now? Ahaha. Besides, with the exception of certain special units, most veterans receive government placement. There's always work in the white or green zones. Not exactly a glamorous lifestyle, but it's at least enough to survive. I'm just curious. You don't have to answer if you'd rather not. Since you've already noticed, I won't hide it anymore. Actually, I was a deserter. Oh! A deserter? Yeah, but it's not like I meant to run. There was a skirmish, and my trench got shelled. I blacked out. When I came to, I found myself buried under rubble. There were dead bodies everywhere. The cleanup crews must have missed me. The unit was long gone by then. My first thought was to regroup. But when I crawled out, I tripped over a leg and fell flat on my face. And that fall made me think of Alina. Alina? She wasn't born yet at that time, was she? Not my daughter, my wife. Her name's Alina too. Back then, she wasn't my wife yet. Well, that's not the point. Anyway, we were already seeing each other by then. I wasn't lying before. I really did meet her while on campaign. Our unit passed through a village. She was the prettiest girl there. She brought us bread, sang for us. Everyone liked her, but she slipped me a jar of jam. Just me. Pavel blushes as he reminisces about his wife. After the unit left, we kept in touch. Communication wasn't easy during wartime, but whenever we stayed in one place long enough, I'd write to her. If conditions allowed, she'd reply. Her handwriting was beautiful. He's such a wife guy! Robella glances at Kalina, who doesn't interrupt. Before that battle, I hadn't gotten a letter from her in a long time. I didn't know if my last letter ever reached her, or if she'd gotten married, or maybe her village. Well, thankfully it was a false alarm. But I think something changed in me from that point on. Anyway, that thought is crawling in my head. When I came to my senses, I was already running away from the battlefield, madly sprinting in the opposite direction from my unit. Things like national honor or the safety of our people. None of it mattered compared to marrying Alina. Ah! Does your family know? No. The villagers didn't know army rules. I told them I earned an early discharge for distinguished service, and they believed me. And no one ever followed up on it? Who had the time? So many went missing during the war. My officers probably just marked me dead. Later, I exaggerated my service record a bit and pulled a few strings to get my family residency in the satellite city. Of course, I never dared apply for veteran benefits. I do envy the real heroes returning home, but I don't regret it. When I had nothing to lose, I charged into war full of passion. When I did have something to lose, I realized, if I died, no number of victories will matter. From the start, the peaceful life I wanted only counts if I'm alive, together with Alina and the kids. He's so real, yeah. Pavel's words resonate with Robella's narrow cloud. She tries to grasp and analyze that feeling. It seems to untangle something deep inside her, something uncertain and unresolved. Pavel misconstrues Robella's silence. Miss Robella, please don't be angry. I know you work for the government. The punishment for an old deserter is neither here nor there. It's better to avoid trouble. I wasn't even planning to bring it up. You're not going to hand me over to a military tribunal now, are you? This matter itself no longer stands. The statute of limitations has long expired, and with the recent reorganizations, even identifying a prosecution authority will be difficult. That's a relief to hear. But, Mr. Pavel, legal forgiveness does not mean moral rightness. I don't condone desertion, nor can I, or have the right to, pardon you in the name of your comrades or the army you once served. I understand. I never expected that. Pavel looks down awkwardly, avoiding Kalina's gaze. But I also can't entirely condemn you. Mr. Pavel, I, too, have experienced war firsthand. When flames and smoke separated me from those I cared for, I felt that same bone-deep fear. I understand how hard it is to keep fighting, even for a day, even for an hour, when your heart is weighed down by that kind of fear. To me, war is cruel. It grinds everything equally. The decision to enlist may take a moment, but every minute I spend on the battlefield after witnessing blood and death, that's real courage. I can't condone your escape, but I won't deny the danger you face or the effort you gave. Damn! You should understand. During wartime, armies punish deserters harshly to preserve order, to ensure commands are carried out. But war itself is only a brutal means to earn lasting peace for more people. Now that we live in peacetime, I won't expose this matter publicly. But please, in every moment from here on, let your actions be worthy of the forgiveness granted to you by law and by time. Damn. I understand. Thank you, Miss Kalina. Thank you for saying that. Pavel's eyes moisten slightly. He hesitates for a moment, then speaks again. This made me emotional. Yeah, same here. I just remember something. Something that might help with your investigation. Can you wait a moment? Pavel sniffles and leaves the room. A moment later, the door opens again. Pavel furtively slips back in, closing a small bundle. I'm back. Almost got caught. Here it is. Pavel sets the small bundle on the table and unwraps it. Oh, this is the vaccine? Yeah, I secretly saved this. They're from the last batch I received. The one right before my most recent long-term mission. The company gave it to me to take along. How did you keep them? Since these vaccines don't come through official channels, the inoculation process isn't exactly strict. Delay one shot by 3 days, the next by half a month, and you can stash a few away that way. Been doing that for a while, never had a problem. Were you planning to sell them? No, I wouldn't dare. I just kept some for my family, in case something happened. I hadn't had the chance to give it to them yet when I got sent to OD-07. I was going to keep hiding them. The vaccination records still exist after all. I'll be in trouble if my boss finds out. Pavel looks a bit sheepish after admitting to several deceptions. But I trust you both. From what you said earlier, this batch might not just be defective, right? Whoever's making this harmful stuff needs to be caught. Thank you for your help, Mr. Pavel. No problem at all. If there's nothing else, I'll head back now. If my colleague suspects anything and tells the boss, I'm done for. With that, Pavel leaves the room again. Robella, thanks to you we got a very valuable lead. Targeted investigation will save a lot of time. It was just a lucky find. Don't be modest. If it weren't for you, Mr. Pavel never would have opened up. He's full of reservations. But I think what finally made him come clean was your response. My response? Yeah. What you said about Mr. Pavel having fought and then fled the battlefield. I could sense his conflict. He doesn't know how to face that past. It was your words that moved him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have handed that vaccines over. This also makes me all the more certain. Kalina, do you know about Persica returning the original third-gen doll design? Kalina looks puzzled at Robella's sudden change of subject. Yes. Back then, Persica's third-gen doll tech was stolen, so she was forced to change research directions. I also heard from Lena that she participated in the new experiments as a test doll. Still, even without external factors, it wasn't the first time Persica had overturned her own design. You yourself assisted in her endeavors, didn't you? Yes. I was once considered a successful modification. With Persica's help and guidance, I saw my own wishes. I freed myself from adult shackles and learned how to follow my heart and make my own choices. But later, Persica said I wasn't the third-gen doll she envisioned. The modification scheme by Enrico succeeded, but she hadn't. Even if the tech hadn't been stolen, the plan would have been entirely scrapped. And I can't just live on freely as Lyco's third-gen doll. Oh. Did Persica explain why? Persica said a doll simply made to resemble a human wasn't what she expected a third-gen doll to be. I regret not being able to help Persica, but even to this day, I still rejoice in the change of my own error cloud. Tonight's events make me even more convinced of this. Human sensibility is a weakness, but also an opportunity. That's something all dolls, myself included, should strive to consider. Damn. Robella's musings leave Kalina a little astounded. It seems to her that the boundary separating doll and human has grown very blurry. Robella may still be mature, but she is learning, and learning makes her all the more human-like. It's a pity Lake is gone, and Persica gave up using you as a prototype for his research. Human-doll cooperation could have looked very different. CRP kid, this is how you become human, real. Is that what you'd like to see, Kalina? Me? Of course. To me, you dolls are both subordinates and friends. That's not just lip service. And I look forward to a time without combat missions or orders, when we can simply chat and go shopping together. Ah. Until then, Kalina, you can keep being our superior. Kalina chuckles at Robella's earnestness. Time is short. Then, as your superior, I'll now issue your orders. Robella, please send me the manufacturer info and serial numbers of the vaccines that Mr. Pavel has kindly provided, and share the intelligence with Liv and the others. After that, wait for me to get in touch. All this second-gen, third-gen talk, but Liva still has much more personality and agency than Ra. What is third-gen even supposed to be? I don't think it's that tied to personality or agency, but more tied to the ability of feeling empathy, I guess. Understanding human emotion a little clearer. And even experiencing it. Yeah. And, you know, she can think more as a human. Even in this event, we've seen that Robella sometimes thinks, you know, she can think from another perspective that dolls can't. It's mostly that. And I think that also acting too logical. It's not acting logical.
Because I mean, some of them have their very weird quirks. It's really more about the learning and understanding. Like, yeah, Liv act logically by sacrificing Lena as a computer objective. And like, you know, she still didn't like it, but it was the more... She still didn't like it, but also doesn't feel bad for it. Because it was like the most logical way to resolve things. The most efficient way at that time. But Ro was much more angry about it. The thing is that I think they never really bother making that distinction that obvious until now. They're like, I think it's very noticeable with the way they both treat like Pavel and these missions they've been having, and how they deal mostly how they deal with humans. Like I was saying before, when Liva wanted to interrogate Pavel, and Robella was like, "Let me do it," and Liva went, "I think I'm the better interrogator," and I was like, "Yes, I do agree on that point, but for this case in particular, I do think Robella was the best option because she could appeal to emotion." Which is what she did in the end. Even though, you know, she had Kalina's help. But that's still something that she thought about, you know, about asking for Kalina's help. To help this guy. Because she had the idea of like, by helping him, you know, by offering him something that he wants, something that will help him, he will be more willing to cooperate with us. Instead of Liva, who was gonna probably just threaten him. And you know, she would have probably gotten the information in the end anyway, also. But Ro did it, I guess you could say, in a much more human way. More empathetic way. So yeah, there's the third gens from Girard group that are made with organic materials. Funnily enough, I don't think the Girard group third gen dolls have the same mentality as Raw. Or like, I guess they're same in Arrow Clouds. They seem to have the same base from what we've seen. When they, you know, when they try to hack them and whatnot, and they mention they have like the same kind of base code, but they seem much more cold, I guess you could say. But it's more of the fact that they have the elite flesh and they can transform. Ro was made for a brain scan. Technically, all of AR team was. In fact, I think Ro was the one that had like less of the brain scan than the others. Or something like that. That's why she doesn't hear voices like the others. That's why she didn't hear voices. Because yeah, she was always Gen 2.5, like she didn't have a base layer code like all other dolls do. And they did mention just now that Persica had other ideas for a third gen doll, and where it was that research that got stolen, and then she changed directions. And that's when she went with what she did to Raw, the upgrade that she did to Raw. So I guess that will explain why Raw as a third gen doll is so different from the Girard group third gen dolls. But, you know, in the end, Persica said that is not what she had pictured for a third gen doll. Who knows what Persica wanted as a third gen doll? You know, I'm not gonna ask her questions. Brian needs to have another lore voice just so we can all catch up. That would be fun. Maybe I'll poke him after Corposant or before Corposant, depending on... Or maybe after, because I feel like everyone wants to talk about Corposant. So maybe after Corposant I'll poke him and be like, yo, wanna do another stream or Twitter space thing, voice chat, to talk about lore. Persica is that JP artist who deletes her Twitter every quarter. Real and true. Real and true. Let me purchase all these things. Well, why did I get this now? Really? There we go. Finally. Actually, is it this one? It should be, because I got another one before. Yeah, okay. I just kind of forgot she was an SMG. There we go. I see that Levi kind of regrets skipping. Haha. That is why I did not skip. Now what does she use? She is freeze damage. Ooh.
Attack greater crit damage. Yes, please. Hello, Mango Tango. Now, do I have anything for freeze? Freeze boost. I do have a few things. Do I have anything good? That is a real question, isn't it? Not really. Let's just go with... I guess this one's for now. I can't use his phrase strike. She's so cute. All right. Do I have all the things for you? I do. Do I have all the things for you? I don't. Oh, because I don't have things. It's fine. The import red dot options in these games are limited. I have an idea what that is, so it's fine. Hey, yikes. Oh, let's throw this. I can't believe that's still ongoing. Feeling lucky. Pull 10. Nyom. Got a ticket. Yippee! Inverse cipher can go fuck itself. Honestly. Just grab and I can get my guns to look a specific way. I understand. But anyway, goddamn, now I will really need to farm. Because holy shit, I'm broke. Anyway, that will be all for today, so I can rest a little before tomorrow. Since I do want to go for longer tomorrow. And also rest my throat, so I can also go for longer tomorrow. But yeah, how much am I missing actually? I'm still missing a lot, but we did some progress today. Not too bad. We're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 notes. So still a fuck ton, but you know, progress has been made. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow at around 10 a.m. ET to continue this for another 3 or 4 hours. See how far we can get. And then I don't think we'll end tomorrow, but we should be able to end next week. Yippee! But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming. Hope you enjoyed your time here. Hopefully I will see you in like 10 hours or so. Yeah, remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your night and or day. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.